Coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Ready?
Army. Check safety.
A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Cousins gives way to Cook. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
To throw, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he will be very close to a first down. But I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Running for it, here's Cook.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there, but I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it, and offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got him for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
Cousins. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, he's picked off just shy of midfield, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go now. 70 Indy. Do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, it's Jones, and he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
I'm here all day. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
They run again on 1st down. Cook, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Exit.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. The 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll set up to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On third down, here's Jones. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be fourth down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. These two teams all tied after one. Here's Bradley Pinion now to punt for the Bucs on fourth down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded at the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
To throw is Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
The stretch it right there turned it into a really nice game. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Cousins throw complete to Thielen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home,
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Throwing is Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Delta.
Right there. 54.
Go.
54 Mike.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
2nd and 10. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Charlie.
53's the Mike. 53.
One that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
He'll drop to throw. This one complete to Scott Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Go. Scene 6. 53. Mike, 53.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Wide. Get wide. Leo. Jam. 6 guys. Ready.
Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here we go. 90. Cool. I got orbit.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Hey, no, easy.
Let's bring it.
Here's Cousins. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
21 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Where is he?
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Who there?
Final play of the half, Cousins. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter three.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
53, 80 weapon. 80 weapon.
Trouble dog. That's the way. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS.
Trouble. Rock.
Hey, check 20.
2nd and 2. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Paul Richardson, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Looking to throw. Perkins. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Buying, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Here we go. Set. 60. Orange. Go. It's going to be a long day. Check. 53.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
A 56-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Greystone, travel.
45, Mike.
Yellow.
Cousins. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. They'll run on first down. Cook. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 41, Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Get it together, defense.
High 7, let's go. You hard. You got to see it. Come on.
Shit.
Big edge.
Lock it.
Kill.
Switch. Hot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escape. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mike, 53.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. Going deep this time for Miller. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 56 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Back to throw here. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Zach Pascal, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Fair catch.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Cousins. Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Let's go.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7.
45.
Again, it's Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. To throw is Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Pick it up. Ready, go.
They'll set up to throw. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Cut.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Fielded just inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And he's going to go down again. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
48, Orbit.
3rd and long for Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there. A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Let's go, touchdowns, baby.
Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreak? That comes into play later.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Crunch time, defense. 45, Mike, 45.
To throw again, Perkins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he gets it down to the 32.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Come to our world. We want it. Come to
He'll look to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
54. Race don't travel.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete. Intended for Chris Godwin. Harrison Smith on the
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D.
2nd and 10.
Kill.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Buccaneers, they move back over 500 at